What do you want to talk about? Now look, it's been cancelled. I'm not going to go into the reaction cam. Enough people have done that. People with bigger followings than me. I thought I'd give you a little update on what my revised plans will be. So I put this out earlier. I was just riffing, trying to get my head around what to do. There you can see it. 25's been cancelled, which is rubbish, blah, 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 blah. Wondering what I was going to do, so I left out 3 options. And to be fair, thank you for all of these responses. Big bunch of different responses. And let's have a little chat about them. So first off, the channel's not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. What is slightly changing? Not changing. What was going to change is now not going to change. So we just recently moved house. You can probably tell the new office. Hope you like it. Spent far too much money on that. Don't tell the wife. But so the plan was moving new area. Urged by my wife was not to go back to a job, back to work. It was to do this. And with 25 coming around, I thought I was in a good place to do that, but we're not going to do that now. I think that would be a pretty wild thing to do, considering there's not going to be a new FM for what, 8 months? But so we're just going to stay as we are. So I'm pretty good at getting videos out. I reckon I'm doing at least 3 or 4 on average a week, probably 3 of the bit of longer ones as well. So that's going to stay the same. Now, a lot of you in these comments have mentioned a few things that caught my eye. Like there's loads of first is probably a bit strong, but requests for stuff like South America saves. And what I did notice was there's a lot of people wanting longer term saves, probably like this absolute beast that we just did, the Chosen Ones, or even later still, Salgueros, if you were around for that one. So let's talk about that, the longer save, right? I love doing them. They are without doubt my favourite type of save to do. And you probably guessed that I do take a long time, far too much time editing these videos, like stupid. I say to myself sometimes, I'm not going to edit that much, but then I'll rewatch it and I'm like, oh, I can just add this in. That needs to be slickened up. And I end up spending hours and hours on it. So if I'm to do another long-term save, 2 things really. It needs to have a real good journey, stipulation, call it what you will, something that intrigues me and you. But the second thing is, I'm going to say to myself, if I'm doing this, a longer save, I'm not going to edit as crazy, so it won't be as slick. Now, if that's a problem, let me know if you enjoy it being really slick. But the other thing is, if I do a long-term save, I need time here and there to be able to do the other stuff, like the single videos. For example, this stuff we've just been doing with the Malaysia save, the traveling around Europe trying to get stuff. I need to be able to have time to do that. So if I'm going to do a longer save, there it is, speaking of the Chosen Ones, if I'm going to do a longer save, then they will have to be maybe less slick, keeping these ones as the slick ones, if that makes any sense. I'm undecided, but I do have some ideas now. One of the things is there's loads of add-ons. You can get them from like FM Scout. There's like leagues all over the place, and one of them has caught my eye. It was retweeted by View from the Touchline. So this here is a leagues mega pack. No big deal, right? But then when you see what's involved in it, like the first section there, all these leagues from Africa, I'm thinking of doing like a King of Africa save where, I mean, I'm not going to do all of them because there is literally every country in Africa, I think. But we can like tour around Africa and try and conquer that. Or you've got Northern Caribbean, American, little edited one with Ecuador, but then you've got all these Asian ones as well. So this opens up a whole new range of possibilities. We've even got some more European leagues in there. Check it out. Oceania as well. So there is loads to think about. And we could do some creative little mini saves involved in that as well. Or if you see one of those leagues you think, man, that'd be a good long-term save, have a little look at that. I'll put the link down below and then we can choose where we're going to go. So I've already got loads of ideas on the back burner that I was going to do from now till FM25 anyway, like the short-term single videos. Here's one now. I'm going to manage 2 clubs at once, 2 local rivals. We're going to go to the German leagues, probably. I'm thinking we're going to do that, and they're going to be 2 teams close together, and I'm going to manage both at the same time. And the idea behind it will be one of the managers at one of the clubs will go for a kind of Klopp style, gegenpress style, and the manager at the other club will go the opposite of that. Maybe a bit more Pep style, possession-based football, and we'll see who gets to the top, the pinnacle of German football first using the 2 styles. And I'm going to put both, like max effort into both, so I'm not going to sway to one or the other. I'm just going to see how that plays out. So I've just started that. It's going to take a little while to do, as you can imagine, but things like that will still be going on. Now, the other responses here, as you can see, I was just riffing when I wrote this, and I suggested number 3, try other gaming content, and some people have said give it a go, and then someone, I can't quite find the comment, had a great point that when you've got a channel established as much as I have in terms of the one game, suddenly chuck in, Jesus, I don't know, civilization on there might upset a few people and it might bomb and affect the channel, so it's probably not going to happen. But at the same time, I wouldn't rule it out if something I see tickles my fancy. Oh, just been sneezing, sorry. Should we stand up? I've got a standing desk now, check it. So yeah, it's all a bit raw as in what I'm going to do. Ideas are up in the air, but the important thing to note is we're not going anywhere. We're going to carry on because this is more than a part-time job for me. I was at work today, as you can probably tell. I'm looking a bit tired. I actually got up at 2:30 for work. And then I thought, I'll have a little look on Twitter, and then I saw that bloody tweet. But yeah, thanks for the support. It has been immense as always. We've grown more than double this last year. So we're definitely doing something right. And I tell you what, I am massively glad that I stayed away from just doing tactics, because how many more tactics can you do for another 8 months, right? And as far as the cancellation goes, all I'll say is it could have been handled better, but because of laws and licensing and stuff, I understand why it wasn't. And it's probably for the better good. So by the time FM26 comes around, we should have a killer game, right? And also, that gives me 8 months to try and get to 30,000 subscribers. I'm at 24,000 at the minute, so we've got a ways to go. But anyway, keep your suggestions coming for videos, because although I can't do them all at once, some of them just twig something in me and it gives me another idea. So keep them coming in this comments down in this video and post on other videos. Honestly, spreading the channel out as much as you have done it has helped me grow so much more than I used to. So thank you for that. And if you are a channel member or a Patreon, double thanks for you. The extra support means I can do this part-time, so double thanks to you, and I'll try my best to keep unique stuff coming as added bonuses for you. I should probably do some wrestling figure content because I've got so many. In fact, I've got a full bag here that I can't make the shelves. Super John. Anyways, we move on. Stay healthy.